All right, I want you to title this Finding an Equation of a Line through 2 points. That's the objective for the day. Finding and writing linear equations given 2 points from a line. Okay. Would someone shut that, please? The door. Now, the way we write these will be in y equals mx plus b form. So the first thing I have to do is find my slope. Okay, and the example I'm going to use to show you this is written in this format. 4, -2 is our first point, and our second point is -3, 5. And so when we find the slope, it follows this format. I'm sure some of you remember this. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Rise over run. Now what I want you to do, I want you to label these points so that you don't do them in the wrong order, okay? And then we simply plug them in. So what's my numerator going to be there? 5 minus, what's y1? -2. And now the bottom, the denominator? -3 minus 4. Okay, now I just have to find this. So 5 minus -2 will be 5 plus 2, right? And that'll give me 7. Now that -3 minus 4 will be -7. So what will my slope end up being? -1. So here's what I know so far. I know that I can replace which part of my base equation? I can replace m because my slope is -1. So now the second thing I have to do is to find my y-intercept. And to do this, yes?
Wouldn't you make like a table and like put the 4 with the 2 like the points? I don't know how to explain it.
That's okay, I'll show you in just a sec, okay? Now, to find the y-intercept, I have to choose one of these points to plug in, okay? And that's what I'm going to do down here. So here's what I'm doing. Plug in, don't know why I had another I, plug in a point to find your y-intercept. So to find B. So that point that I'm going to plug in right here, what's going to go in for y from this point? -2. And what's going to go in for x from this point? 4. Now that's a part where a lot of people get lost. So I want to make sure that you followed along from that. Can everyone give me a thumbs up if we followed along from that? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so now I just have to solve for b. Then solve for b. So let's see. -1 times 4 is -4 plus b. And now let's see. I just solve my b value, right? So I add 4 to each side. And b equals +2. All right, so now the third thing I got to do, write your equation. The base equation I have is y equals mx plus b, right? So what goes in for m? -1. And the x doesn't change. And my b value is 2. And there is your answer.